And on this Friday, June 6th, 2025 edition of Newsmakers, the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security are warning of an elevated threat to the Jewish community. It comes in the wake of two attacks, with one being Sunday's Molotov cocktail assault in Boulder, Colorado, as well as last month's murders of two Israeli embassy staff members in Washington, D.C. According to the agencies, the Israel-Hamas conflict, quote, may motivate other violent extremists and hate crime perpetrators with similar grievances to conduct violence against Jewish and Israeli communities and their supporters. The public are urged to remain vigilant and report any threats of violence or suspicious activity to law enforcement. The U.S. Supreme Court says Catholic Church-affiliated charitable groups were wrongly barred from a religious exemption. Wisconsin officials had said the groups were not eligible from an exemption from the state's unemployment assistance tax. The Supreme Court unanimously ruled that decision unlawfully discriminated against the religious groups. The Wisconsin Supreme Court had originally ruled the groups were not sufficiently religious in purpose. Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote the state court had, quote, imposed a denominational preference by differentiating against religions on theological lines. Pope Leo XIV has met with members of the Vatican's Child Protection Advisory Commission for the first time amid questions about his past handling of abuse and demands from survivors that he enact a true zero tolerance for abuse policy across the Catholic Church. The Pontifical Commission for the Protection of Minors is made up of religious and lay experts in child protection, as well as abuse survivors. The commission called the hour-long audience a significant moment of reflection, dialogue, and renewal of the Church's unwavering commitment to the safeguarding of children and vulnerable people. The Vatican did not provide the text of Leo's remarks or make the audio of the audience available to reporters. Attorneys general from several Democratic-led states are asking the FDA to expand access to the abortion pill. Scott Carr reports.
The Attorneys General of New York, California, New Jersey, and Massachusetts filed a joint petition days after the FDA commissioner committed to reviewing the abortion-inducing drug. They're also seeking to remove some drug restrictions they call unnecessary that have been in place for more than 2 decades. The FDA first approved the use of mifepristone and misoprostol to induce abortions in 2000. I'm Scott Carr.
The Washington State Patrol is apologizing after interrupting a pride flag raising ceremony at the state capitol. The patrol's graduating class marched straight through the middle of the ceremony on the stairs of the state capitol building on Wednesday. A speaker at the ceremony in Olympia was in the middle of a speech about their coming out when the interruption happened. Video of the incident shows seated attendees standing and moving out of the way as troopers barreled forward. The State Patrol claims the interruption was a mistake and was not meant to send a message. And that's Newsmakers for this Friday, June 6th, 2025 edition. I'm Keith Black.